Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay, so what I like to do is to engage you in a quick discussion, basically, just to give you messages, ladies and gentlemen, of what I'm seeing in terms of messages for you today or within the next 24 hours. Okay. I'm going to share with you what I'm seeing as an overarching theme. Then we're going to move on and discuss what challenges today might bring and give you some advice, hopefully, to deal with those challenges. And lastly, to share with you what I'm seeing as a blessing or blessings coming your way. Okay. And then I'm going to give you a few more additional messages from other oracle cards. Okay. Rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, that this reading, as with any other reading, simply will not and may not resonate with each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you the information that you're seeking to at least help your day go by a bit more smoothly. Okay? So, with that said, I'm going to go on and just shuffle up my oracle deck here just to get an indication of what's the overarching theme for you today, or that pervades your reading, okay? Spirit, what is the overarching theme today? What is the overarching theme? Okay, all right. What is the overarching theme today, collectives or collectives? Okay, we're going to go on and just look at, I'll select two cards from the bottom of the deck. We have, okay, red. We have forgive. And the next card we have is Clover. And this card is all about releasing your guilt. Okay? So what I'm seeing here that particularly for your overarching theme here, it seems to be time that it's time for you to really let go of resentment and grudges here. Okay? But the cards are giving me an indication that you do so when you feel ready. And don't do so out of self pity or even out of obligation. Okay? Understand, ladies and gentlemen, that forgiveness certainly does not mean reconciliation. Okay? Stop carrying a burden that I'm feeling that many of you are carrying, particularly if it isn't of your own making or your own creation. It's time for many of you to make a very, very crucial decision here. Okay? You need to forgive or just simply apologize to someone, okay? It's time to really surrender guilt because it seems that it's impeding success for many of you here, and you're not never gonna, you know, move forward until you, make some effort in doing so here. All right. So let's go on and just select uh, a few more cards to just get into more specifics of your reading here. Okay, let's look at what challenge today might bring here. We have storm. And this card is indicating that every hurricane comes to an end. But since this card is presented to you as a challenge here, some of you might be inclined to think your situation will never improve. And you might be challenged to expend any more effort in your situation here due to perhaps problems that you may have experienced in the past here. Okay? In fact, things may have even turned from sugar to shit for some of you. Okay? And many of you are finding it quite arduous to really let go of once was, I'm kind of feeling, the past. And this card certainly assures you, ladies and gentlemen, that a new beginning will commence despite your thoughts to the contrary. So, what the key is, or the key ingredient here, is that many of you need to embrace change. And perhaps you are fearful of doing so. Perhaps you're just Remain in a situation that you know that's perhaps not good for you. It's not serving your worth. Okay? Let's get you some advice here. Okay? We have the mural. Okay? And this card is telling you it's time that you make yourself your own first priority. Okay? Embrace more self love, collective. Take your mind off your problems, off your lover, off your job, or whatever it is that has been plaguing you. Focus on your needs today. It's time to do so. Learn to say no to others, okay? Particularly those who constantly drain you and your energy. Let's see what today's blessings might bring here. I'm going to select two cards, okay? We have Sword. All right. So this is all about making the change. So if you heed the advice as indicated in terms of making yourself your own priority, I'm getting here that you're going to take I see you really taking a very concerted risk that will include, for some of you, moving in a new direction romantically. I'm getting you're going to even change, some of you might even change your image or just change how you've done things in the past here in order to make your situation better. Okay? And I see you confident with the decisions that you're making here. And once you make that decision, ladies and gentlemen, understand what the world awaits you. So it seems that you guys need to, really contemplate what it is that you want in the way of a romantic situation and strive to achieve that. Okay? So let's go on and just look at a few things. I want to shuffle up another deck to kind of give you, since your reading is indicating that it's time that you let go of the past here, there may be other areas that you might want to transform or let go, particularly during this time span in question here. So let's go on and just select 5 cards from this deck here. Spirit, give me 5 more messages that collective would be wise to surrender. Okay, let's see here. 5 more messages here. And collectives, if this reading is resonating, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button so that you receive all future readings. Okay, let's see. All right, it's time, collectives, that you surrender outdated beliefs about yourself, which is perhaps why this card is showing here that many of you are going to be making a change here. But this is stressing that fact here. It's time that you let go of limited ideas about yourself that, as you know, originated from the past. And once you do this, you will be able to um, see your own power and soar beyond your wildest dreams. Next message. Some of you might need to surrender defensiveness. Okay? Understand that defensiveness, it's certainly a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, it might be reasonable for you to really stay centered and maybe hear someone out, particularly someone perhaps that you've heard. Then offer a clear, non defensive response. Next message. It's time that many of you really surrender to your full power. Your life is certainly calling for you to really step in your full power rather than constantly playing it small. Next message. It's time that you surrender to play. I realize that many of you have been in the doldrums lately, worrying, stressing over things, perhaps for some of you over which you had no control, or just simply just worrying, period, or being frustrated. It's time to take a break from overthinking a goal or even a situation or whatever it is that's creating havoc in your life. Do something fun, okay, during this time period in question. Understand that play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. Last message from this deck. Once again, I can't further emphasize this any further than what I have already done. So you need to surrender resentment, because holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations, ladies and gentlemen, in your life. All right? So, in conclusion, today I like to just share with you three more final messages here on how you might be a bit more loving, okay? How you might um, kind of offer more kindness to those with whom you relate, okay? Let's see here. Spirit, give me three more messages to share with collectives. And once again, collectives, if this reading is resonating, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button so that you receive all future readings, okay? So, Spirit, three more messages here to share with collectives. Okay, let's see. All right. It's time, collective, that you commit to life. Understand that this is certainly a vividly sacred time to pledge to a beautiful ideal, to the virtues of the heart, and to dedicate our lives collectively to it. Like we do at births and weddings and on deathbeds. We stand in love. We look ahead, and we promise to make good on the vision. Approach this, ladies and gentlemen, as a sacred passage to higher consciousness. Submit your fears and vow to love. The ceremony is underway. Next message: love your fear. Do not confront it in hopes of facing it down. And please don't try to crush it. Your fear mind is not attacking you, it's trying to get your attention so you can show it some love. In a response to your fear that is not compassionate, it's really just hostility, which will only jack up the fear. Compassion breaks every vicious cycle. And last message today, ladies and gentlemen, here's the beautiful, glorious good news. Where there's shadow, there's light. Where there's pain, there's power. Where there's illness, there's a cure. So, this is what I have for you today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that this reading has offered food for thought. Be sure to like and share, subscribe if you've yet to subscribe. And if you'd like a more personalized reading, you can certainly access my website to schedule your reading there, or send an email to the email addresses identified within the description box, particularly the Gmail. Have a blessed day, and thank you for viewing.